Hi, I'm Coach Cheyenne. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are doing the Master Series. This is the 4th episode. If you haven't watched the first 3, at the end of this video, you will find the playlist where you can watch all 4. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about the Masters swag. What can you find in the golf shop? There are 5 at Augusta National, and I went to the biggest one, which is by the North Gate, which you can see in this map right here. When you first walk in through the North Gate, before you hit the leaderboard, you will see the golf shop. That is massive. That is where I did all of my spending, just so you're aware. Let's get into the details of what to buy, how much things cost, when and where you should buy it from the 5 different shops. How do you mail it? Do you have to carry it around with you all day? What does all of that look like? So let's get started. So as mentioned, from the North Gate, I went to the biggest shop that they have. Is when you first walk in. Right beside the shop, they are very smart. They have a space where you can leave your shopping there as you are enjoying the tournament. So they give you a little key card or like a ticket. You leave your shopping there and then you continue. But you must remember that space gets very, very, very full. And when it does, they no longer can take anyone's bag. So if you have gone crazy like I had, and you buy tons for people, you then have to lug your stuff around. Some people say they might leave and go put in their car and come back, but in reality that never happens, because that walk from your parking spot into Augusta National is long and nobody ever goes back to their car. So recommendation number 1 is shop as soon as you get in, so then you can use that free storage facility that they have and you can keep all of your shopping there. That's recommendation number 1. Recommendation number 2, if you live in America, shop first early in the morning, and then right beside the storage is also an option where you can get your stuff mailed home. How lucky are you Americans? You can directly, all of your belongings, they put it in a box for you and they mail it to your house. I tried to find out how much it would cost to mail it to Canada, and let's just say it was way too expensive. And I know we have tons of duties and customs that probably will hit me as soon as the stuff lands at my house. So I opted on using their storage facility, which is great. Make sure you don't lose a little ticket that they give you. Okay, that's option 1 and 2 for when you are straight away walking into Augusta National at the Masters, you go straight to the shop. I highly recommend that's how you should do it, because in my previous videos, I would have told you the little few items that you have to buy straight away. One of them from the first video was the chair. Do not forget the chair. It's $30. Go straight into the pro shop. That's the first thing you're buying, is the chair. The second thing that you are also buying is a hat. So here we are with the hat. If you can see it, this is my favorite hat that I've bought from there. I wear it literally all the time, and as you can see from the sun, it protects you really well. So that is the second item you're buying as soon as you walk in. The third item is, this is where your ticket goes. This lanyard, it's pretty sweet. You put your ticket from all the days in here, and they require you to show that ticket. Some people, because they didn't buy this, they had it like tied up to their zipper, or if they were wearing a polo, to the button. I mean, of course, you can easily do that, but it's just a great way to do it. It's a great memento to keep with you. I'll be taking it back with me this year. So those are the 3 things that you're buying. And if you remember my video on bags, and I know that some of you are having a hard time understanding how big of a bag can you bring in with you and what does that look like. So the 4th item, it's up to you, but when you go into the shop, look for a bag, talk to somebody, ask them what the regulation size is to bring in if you have access to going multiple days, and if you wanted to bring whatever it is with you, another hat, sunscreen, if you wanted to bring little bits with you and put in that bag, then you should ask them if that is the regular, maybe PGA standard bag, then you can take to other tournaments. Now, if you remember when I had told you from my other video, we got rained on, it was freezing cold. I don't know what happened, and we got all the weather in one day. So I ended up getting this rain jacket, which I still, you know what, I'm gonna put it on for you. I still wear it till today. I love it. I'm actually really obsessed with it. I went up in a size. It's just the pretty logo there. In the zipper is the hood, which is highly recommended. As you know, I live in Vancouver, Canada, where it rains a lot. So this gets used quite often. I love the touch that they have given us on the sleeve over here. It is a little Velcro, and it's just like the little things that they've done. The jacket is very nice. I believe I spent between $95 to $100 on this. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but if you don't have a good raincoat or a rain jacket or a top layer, this is definitely something that you should get if you can afford it. And the other thing that I got was an umbrella, the big golf umbrella. It's green, it's beautiful. I use it all the time. I actually rock it loud and proud in Vancouver too. It's so nice, and it just covers you. So those were the quick items that I recommend if you're there, if you have the budget. I mean, the jacket and the umbrella, if it's sunny like this, you probably will never need it. But the other 4 items, definitely recommend as soon as you walk in. You can also see that I have bought mugs for people. Well, the coffee mug itself, I love. There is those little like tumblers that I have. There's different shapes and sizes for those. There's smaller ones and bigger ones, which I have bought. I got a couple of polos for friends and people. The polos run between $75 to $85 for men. I didn't get one for myself. I got my brother a pullover, a 1/4 pullover. It says 1/4 zipper pullover. That was around $95. There's t-shirts, approximately $32. The hats go for around $30. One of my favorite items is this tote bag, which you'll see right here. It was $18. It was a very, very last minute buy on my way out. You know when they get you at the counter? That was one of those items that I got. And every day, the saying on the tote bag changes. So the day that I had walked in, that was the one that I had, and I loved it. And there's other also very cute little things that you can buy, like the commemorative pin. There is the bag tag that I got. I also got a luggage tag that I have upstairs on my luggage that I use, that I love. And then I also got the coffee table book that you can see, which I like to go through all the time. So what is my recommendation? You're going to go in the store, you're going to be overwhelmed because there's a lot happening in there. There are a lot of people also in there, and they're a lot, and everyone is, you think that everything's for free. The way people are just grabbing things, you're like, and then you start becoming that person. So I would recommend take a deep breath. You've seen some of the items that I have. Make a list. If you have a budget, make a list of your items with the budget. I kind of went rogue, and I have heard many times before people had told me that you're gonna spend your rent times 2 at the shop. And I'm like, there's no way. I'm a pretty good shopper. I walked in, I went nuts. I definitely spent my rent times 2. And then you start thinking about all these people that you want to buy for. So here's my recommendation. because you can't take your cell phone, you can't call somebody and ask them what their size is. That's like not a thing. Remember, no cell phones at Augusta. So you need to either memorize people's sizes, or that I've told you before, take a handy dandy piece of paper with you ahead of time. Either write on here, let's say your top 3 friends or your family members that you're gonna buy something for. If it's something specific like a polo, you need to ask them in advance. What I ended up doing was I ended up getting a lot of hats and a lot of those tumblers, those so people can have in their homes. And that's what I gave as gifts because I made the mistake and I asked nobody their size, which is my fault. So, which is why I am now telling you, make a list of what you want to get or ideas or people you want to buy for, and then take it in your pocket and go in the store. Put it in your wallet and go in. That way you're a little bit more focused. And you're not doing what I did, was just grab everything at the last second as I'm walking out. Things you need to remember are hats. Everyone loves hats. They're easy to travel with. They're fun. They're flexible. They become flat. And the tumblers are a little bit more of a headache if you're traveling and going back. If you're not going to get it mailed, it's a little bit more of a headache. Let's talk about my top 3 things. If I went back to, well, I am going back, but my top 3 things that I love, that I bought, that I use all the time at Augusta National are, number 1, that coffee mug. I use it every morning. It makes me happy. It's beautiful. I've actually gifted it to a really, really dear friend of mine. She uses it every morning, and we sometimes just send pictures like this one that you'll see of our coffee mug and just coffee dripping in it. So that one is my go-to, my favorite. If I go back this year, I'll probably buy another one. My number 2 is the hats. I love the hats. You saw the green one in the previous video. This white one is my all-time favorite. I was looking for their straw hat and they were all sold out, and I went on day 3. So the reason why I recommend you going early first thing in the morning is because if those items are sold out that day, they have to wait for the next day's shipment. And if you're not going the next day, you miss out. Even though they have 5 other shops throughout the golf course, they don't have everything in all of those. Some of those are like concession stands where they only have very limited items. So that straw hat, that's the first thing I'm gonna be going for this year. I will be looking for that. It's beautiful, and everyone that wore it looked incredible in it. So that will be my item that I'm looking for. So hat, the mug, and believe it or not, the jacket. The jacket gets worn a lot. It's great. And if I had to pick a top 4 that's close, honestly, it's the tote bag. I use the tote bag all the time. So those are my top 3/4 items from Augusta. This year, I'll be looking for that straw hat, and I'll be buying another mug for sure. And now I already know I'm gonna buy a couple more hats and I'm gonna call it a day. I will not be spending insane amounts of money, but you should. Make sure you make a list. Make sure you go very early, first thing in the morning. Get it mailed to your house or use their storage facility, but go first thing. Trust me, you want to go to the biggest shop, Northgate, first stop before you hit the leaderboard. If you've hit the leaderboard, you've gone too far. Backtrack. There's a massive concession stand there, and there is a shop. You can't miss it. There's usually a line to go in there, but the line moves fast. Be strategic. Make a list. I really hope this helped. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite item is from the Masters. And if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already done this, which I'm sure most of you have, click the subscribe button and the like button if this video helped. And if you have any other suggestions or want to know anything if you're going, let me know in the comments below and I'll help answer all your questions as best as I can. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.